Hey guys, good, I guess, afternoon. Oh my goodness, it's almost 2. So I wanted to share something with you guys that I am doing and you can watch me do. So tomorrow is Super Bowl, and I'm absolutely using that as a point to engage my audience. And I want to encourage you, no matter what is going on, you can use those as conversation points to engage your clients, your customers, your audience. It doesn't have to be something related to your business. So clearly, I'm a business coach. Super Bowl is tomorrow. It's not related. I'm not business coaching someone through football. However, I'm going to tell you the technique I used in order to use a current event and make that relevant to my audience. So, one, absolutely capitalize on current events because that is what people are talking about. So, with the Super Bowl, this is a topic that I personally care about. So when I share this with my audience, when I share this on my page, it gives you an insight into who I am and something that I care about. So I am going to tell you 2 ways that you can use this, whether the current event relates to something that's important to you or whether the current event doesn't relate to something that you care about and how you can still use it. So with the Super Bowl, I care about it. And a lot of you guys may not know, but I secretly think that I can play in the NFL. I love football. We're a football house. And I think I'm like a football coach, like secretly, right? So it's so silly, but it totally is something that I can get excited about. I can speak football language, all of those things because I like it. And so Super Bowl clearly is a big event in football. So I can talk about that. I can be excited about it because I'm genuinely interested in the game. So what I did was I created a post that literally had a photo of Tom Brady and it said the GOAT. And then I wrote out, so actually I put that in my story on my personal page. And then on my page, I wrote out that Tom Brady taking the Buccaneers to the Super Bowl in his very first year being with them solidifies him as the GOAT. True or false, or agree or disagree. Now, if you're not a football person, you don't even know what I'm talking about. I mean, not even football. You're not really a sports person. Sorry about my notifications go off all day. Let me turn it off. Okay. So if you're not a sports fan at all, some of the language that I use will not relate to you, and this won't be a post that you respond to. You might read it, you might look at the comments only because everybody's talking about the Super Bowl, but maybe you might not participate. You might just like it just because you like me and I wrote something and you liked it. But what it does is for anybody who really is into sports, they're going to read what I posted and they're going to want to share their opinion. Now, I shared that football and the Super Bowl is something I care about. So using that as a topic for engagement, I can make a very strong statement like Tom Brady is the GOAT. People are either going to agree or disagree, but they're going to talk about it if they're in the sports. So this is called a sifting question. Sifting questions put people on the agree side or the disagree side, the yes or the no. It forces your audience to engage. It's a simple technique, but you're sifting who's going to agree and who's not going to agree. With something as simple as the Super Bowl and whether you think Tom Brady is the GOAT, whether they agree with me or disagree with me does not at all change their opinion of me as their business coach. Nobody's making a decision about football, about my opinion on football and whether they want to continue working with me. So this is innocent conversation, but just to build engagement. Now, what it's going to do though is create the people who are into sports and people who do want to talk about the Super Bowl an opportunity to drop a comment on my post. When I put it in the story, they can click yes or no. I might have put like a little fire one on another post, but either way, it gives them an easy, quick way to interact with me and my page. You need things like that to build your engagement on Facebook. You have to have ways that people are simply liking what you do. Hey, that people are simply liking what you do, that you're giving them opportunity to comment, and using a current event is by far the easiest thing because they're already talking about it with so many other people. So talking about it with you is an easy next step. They already have their own opinion. The other thing it does is when I gave a strong opinion, I'm encouraging other people to give a strong opinion. And so it creates dialogue back and forth. Well, I do agree. I strongly disagree with you and you're crazy. And then they want to talk about their favorite quarterback or whatever team they love. Fine. Either way, it's all engagement. It's all encouraging. Now, let's talk about if you are talking about a current event that you can't relate to. So let's say tomorrow's Super Bowl, you could care less about Super Bowl. You might like Super Bowl snacks. You might like Super Bowl commercials, but you don't even know who's playing tomorrow. You could care less and you might not even watch it. How can you use the Super Bowl to build engagement on your page? If you're there for the commercials, if you're there for the snacks, talk about that. If you don't even care about it at all, just say, are you watching the Super Bowl? Yes or no. Simple. And the people who really want to talk about Tom Brady and talk about the game and where it's held, they will still talk. But the people who are surface, kind of like you, and this isn't that deep for them, they're just going to say their yes or no, like, care, don't like your post, but it's building engagement. The other thing you could say is, why are people making such a big deal over Tom Brady and this Super Bowl? Ask a question and let people write stuff. The challenge is with a question like that, you might get a few responses and then a lot more likes or things like that, but 10 people aren't going to take the time to explain that to you. So you do want to make sure your questions, if you ask, are general so that you are engaging more people. So a more appropriate question could be, what's your favorite part of the Super Bowl? Like, are you actually there to watch the game? Are you just here for the snacks? Or are you just here to it's COVID, so we're not having gatherings, but are you just here for the great commercials? Like, what's your favorite part? You could do that, and that also gears your clients and customers to talk about the current event, and it doesn't even have to be something that you have a strong opinion on. So you guys are welcome to go to my page and see what I wrote. I am telling you guys as business owners how to engage your clients with current events, whether you are really seeped in the topic or not. And then here's what I want you to do with it. So I put out that Tom Brady is the GOAT, right? So I just put out a bold statement. I love the Super Bowl. I'm going to put stuff up. I even have the filters of me like in a Buccaneers uniform and me as a Buccaneers fan, like all that stuff I'm going to be posting between today and tomorrow. After the Super Bowl, no matter what happens, I'm going to use Tom Brady and turn it into what I'm going to call universal messages. So you could say, me as a business coach, I can take this a million ways. I can talk about how he is known to lead teams to the Super Bowl. And what do you want to be known for? How are you going to lead your customers and clients to their success? I can turn that into a post the day after Super Bowl. If he loses, it doesn't matter that he lost. He showed up strong. He has a reputation of being great, and I still believe in him. What are you going to be great at that no matter whether you get the big wins or the small wins, that people are still going to, follow you? I can use any of those. I can use so many universal messages after this event, but I have to start the engagement before. I have to start the engagement during the event, and then I can still talk about it and bring in things that relate back to my business. So let's say you're an accountant, right? And you might be thinking, Super Bowl accounting. You could even just simply say, the Super Bowl was fun. That commercial was funny. Now let's get our taxes done. Simple. But people will see Super Bowl and then they'll see you as a business owner. So use current events, you guys, to build engagement on your page. I'm doing it. I want you to do it. So if you are watching this, if you've watched this video, drop me a comment and tell me, okay, I'm going to post about the Super Bowl. I'm going to engage my clients on this event. And I want you to try it now with the Super Bowl, because next, in another week or so, we got Valentine's Day coming up. And then once Valentine's Day hits, you're like in a cycle of like Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations. A ton of people typically have baby showers and, you know, announcements of babies, all of that. So you're going to start using everything that's happening and turning it into engagement points on your page, engagement points for your audience, and then afterwards teaching universal lessons to them. If you have a question, definitely drop that. But what I want to hear from you guys is, I'm going to try it. I'm going to engage with the Super Bowl. So absolutely put that in the comments. And if you do, I will go to your page and make sure that I put a comment on there and follow up so that you are starting that engagement on your pages. You guys have a great day. Enjoy. And of course, watch the Super Bowl, right? And we'll talk about it next week. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.